Welcome to the Ultimate Bourbon Bowl. You might want to have a drink because this one I got a feeling is going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a good one, folks, as we have Philip Anthony and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles going up against Levi Lacrosse and the Serial Killers. So, such an extremely interesting game in my eyes because Philip has probably had the greatest turnaround of any team in the history of TOL. You know, he was once, let's be real, he was a laughingstock. He set the interception record, and his teams were not good. And now he took a big step last year by making the playoffs and almost winning a playoff game. And this year he was one step away from the TOL Bowl. He's gone from the bottom to all the way one of the top Super Bowl contenders, and I got a feeling he's going to be near the top of everybody's lists next year for top contenders for the championship. And then Levi has been pretty consistent throughout the years, always a good team, but this was probably his best team. He made history this year as being the first team to clinch his division in week 5 of the regular season. So, that was impressive. And so this is the Ultimate Bourbon Bowl is, the third place bowl, if you want to call it that. So I'm excited. We're here. We're going to do this. Two of the more interesting teams, two different builds for sure. As Leprechaun kicks it off to Baxter. Baxter, also one of the most enjoyable, fun players to watch in the entire league here. And this is why. Baxter misses the dive. He's going to go. He's going to do what Baxter Stockman does. Dr. Baxter Stockman, touchdown. He might be better at his job than anybody is at any position anywhere in the league. I mean, the best returner, he does kicks and punts, and the best overall returner in the league 2 years in a row. I started off by saying he's one of the most exciting players of the entire league, and that's why. I mean, how fun is that? Watching kick returners bust out their kick returns. And Product 19, who suffered a big-time injury in the conference championship game, but all injuries are turned off here for the Bowls. And there goes. Oh, jumping interception by Chrome Dome. Man, it's always dangerous to throw across your body, throw across a whole bunch of defenders, because a lot of times they get knocked down, but you don't see the jumping interception all that often. And look at Leo! Wow. Okay, so the Turtles are now up 2 touchdowns, and they've won one offensive play. They've run one offensive play. I mean, you give the ball to a Turtle, and he just scores. So that's the way it's been so far. They haven't handed it off. There's 2 people who have touched the ball, and they've both scored. Well, I guess Chrome Dome technically touched the interception. But still, I mean, just what a dominant start. And, the bowl season has been filled with tons of really good games. We've really been treated to some classics right up front. So maybe this is not designed to be one of those. That stuff happens. Playoffs have been loaded with good games. We've just had lots of good games recently. So, and that, comes from a league with a bunch of teams that are consistent and well-built, as this league is. We talked about it a little bit in the Pro Bowl coverage, but you got a 7-9 team that was plus 60 in point differential, So there's a little bit of luck no matter how good your team is, and but you can't, we all know that, Frank and Ricky Owens, know how to make good teams. Clearly, they've proven that. They're both former champions, and neither of them made the playoffs this year. So, the gap is shortening. Teams are getting better and better. So, super hell of a league here. Very few cupcakes on the schedule. I by winning my bowl here, I got to be. I should be calling the game a little bit more here. Tony the Tiger drops back. This is, they need to get some points on the board. But I'm get to be in the draft for the divisions, and that excites me to a certain degree, of course. But then, and almost another interception. But then I'm looking over. I'm like, well, who are the bad teams? Who do I even want to have in my division? Everybody's good. There's few weak spots here. So Tony on third down. Oh, man, so the field goal, you got to feel good if you're the Turtles defense because, going up those 2 touchdowns early, and then Tony leading the serial killers on a nice drive, you've got to feel good that you got out of that with only giving up 3 points. So now you put the ball back in the hands of your best player and hope for something special. Oh, he's making things happen again. No. This guy looks pretty fast. He's probably going to get him, but it's still going to be a great return. Brings it down to the 3. Baxter Stockman. Whoa, man. I assume that Phillips is going to be back next year, and I hope. There's a lot of changes coming for next year. There's Panda Khan with a touchdown. Seems almost like an afterthought because it was the big play by Baxter. But I really hope Phillips back next year, and I hope that he really puts his money back into Baxter Stockman again because I just look forward to it now. It's like become one of those things where you look forward to seeing these players do their thing. So I hope he's back. So product 19. Kick return here. Oof, another really good kick returner. Not in Baxter's league, but it's had a big year for them. He might match it. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, wow. This is like the special teams game of the century here. Product 19 says, "Don't you forget about me." Oof, but this touchdown. And that was Mr. Wendell. Mr. Wendell, yeah. So I didn't think Mr. Wendell, Chef Wendell, was one of their stars. Oh, maybe they did I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, extra point is good, 21-10. Nobody's playing any defense. Still got a minute and 30 left in the first quarter here. Baxter, now can he do it again? He's going up this time. He's going up the middle of the first few. Somebody has an angle, misses. Baxter, can somebody get a little help? Oh, he only brought that one back to the 40. That's his worst return of the game so far. He only brought it up to his opponent's 40. Oh, the defense responds. Cock-a-doodle! The Cornflakes Rooster gets the sack. Now it's second and a long one. And he's throwing it to deep. Oh, interception! The bear. What's the bear from? I thought I knew all these cereals. What's the bear? All right, somebody in the comments tell me who's the bear. All right, so Tony the Tiger, incomplete pass. I don't really know who he was throwing it to, but could have been worse. 2nd and 10. Levi's got open receivers. Oh, but the dirtbag says, "I'll open something else for you, pal." Brings him down. 3rd and 19. Tough spot here. Throwing it incomplete. Turtles get the stop. And now the Killers can't be overly thrilled. They've got to put the ball back in the hands of the other team's best player. You can't punt it out of bounds in Tecmo. That's what I would recommend. Just kick it out of bounds. I wouldn't even probably be doing the kickoffs out of bounds at this point. Whew, great punt return. The punt returns are obviously harder to amount for big yards than the kick returns, but he does it. Gets it done there. Oh, Mr. Crackle. Snap, crackle, and pop. He cracked him one right over the head. Brings him down, 2nd and 18. There's Pandacon. Boom, brought down quickly. Not much happened in that first quarter, so we'll just move on to the second quarter. It was kind of like a dull first 5 minutes of this game here. They call the play. Oh, coming in from behind. Cesaurus Rex. Who the fuck is that? Punt kick. I didn't call that many of Levi's games, 1 or 2, because he had the division clinched so early. There was just like not that much drama to most of his season. All right, 1st and 10. Man, how close was Levi to being in the championship game? I mean, I believe in Tim Seam a lot, but I thought he had it there for a couple minutes. So the Cookie Crisp Crook makes a nice pickup. Ran a long way for 6 yards, but still 6 yards. Oh, the sack fumble. Who's going to get it? Oof, the Killers keep their hopes and dreams alive by picking up that ball. That would have been nightmare territory. Oh, speaking of nightmares. Oh, but he gets it off. Oh, big play. Tony the Tiger faces the blitz. He does not get cold feet and run away. He knows he's going to take the hit, and he steps into it and plants the throw. And now look at this. Crumb is wide open. Touchdown, Crumb. And it seemed like the Turtles were all over them this game. And yet here we are, 21-17, 4-point game. And the offense of the Turtles is actually not doing much. I mean, you think about it. The big plays by Baxter and the turnover has really led to all their points. The offense is actually not moving the ball much at all. And Baxter, well, I mean, what is this guy's possessed? Holy shit. I mean, I know he's incredible, but, I mean, he's just going above and beyond even his regular level. Like 3 guys tried to tackle him. They couldn't bring him down. Oof, now Leo, oh my goodness. Wow, the frog. Now that's from Honey Smacks. The frog, I'm pretty sure, is Honey Smacks. Big interception. I mean, Baxter cannot win this game by himself. It looks like he can, but eventually they're going to have to start putting something together. Don't tell me that Pandacon finished off that 3-yard run, because that was Baxter's touchdown. But here's the Crook, who's got plenty of green. Couldn't quite shake that defender, but big pickup. 2:14 left in the half. Got a guy wide open. Oh, Toucan Sam's got it. I missed the short pass there. I was looking downfield. 1st and 10. Moving the ball smoothly here. The sack. Not quite, but he gets the ball off, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. The Turtles really want to get this stop. They want to, all the momentum they picked up early in this half, they don't want to go into the second half trailing. Even just a 1-point lead psychologically, I think, does a lot for you. So this is probably the biggest play of the game up to this point. 3rd and 7. See what happens. They run the reverse to Wendell. This play's worked very well for them earlier today. Let's see. Oh, nope. Stopped cold. Field goal. So I don't know what the heck is going on with that Wendell. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right. Field goal to make it a 1-point game. Looks good. Looks good. Now you think, all right, minute left. But with Baxter back here, obviously, way more than enough time. Oh, short kick, too. This could be, maybe they're doing it on purpose. Give the defenders a shorter run to get to him. Oh, Baxter contained. And based on his performance so far, I think we can guess that Leo is not going to suddenly step up and matriculate the ball down the field in 53 seconds. Shown 0 offensive ability so far, other than the one absolutely spectacular run. Another pass knocked down. And Leo wasn't a big play guy this year, but it seemed like he was playing much more consistently in the games that I called of theirs this year. Boom, sacked. Coco the Monkey. That's the new office nickname, Coco the Monkey. And now April O'Neil back to punt. Gets this one off. Product 19 catches it at the 20. Brought down. So I'm wondering if Bobby could possibly do halftime stats. Aren't there some ROMs that show you halftime stats? I'd be really curious to see what the offensive numbers are for the Turtles. I mean, they probably have about 60 yards of total offense. Nice little run here by the Crumb to finish off the half. But they do have the lead. So, but as good as Baxter has been and as big plays as the defense has made, somebody is obviously going to have to step up and make some kind of offensive play. I don't know if Casey Jones, he's just been dead silent so far today. Product 19 gets the ball again. Okay. Brings out to about 30. So field goal gives them the lead here. Oh, Turtles defense. Oh, man. Whew. Levi's got the right playbook for called plays, huh? Holy smokes. Completing big plays on these called plays. Get them in there again. Bebop. So Bebop and Rocksteady are like the 2 coolest villains there, but you'd think they would maybe share it. All right, so long way to go here. The Crumb's got lots of green, though. Lots of green. Oh, brought down 3rd and 9. This will be a big momentum stopper here if the Turtles can prevent them from doing anything on their first drive of the second half. Got somebody open across the middle. Oh, he's going deep to Fred! Flintstone touchdown! Fred Flintstone, one of the better tight ends in the league this year, had some big numbers there. I think I'm pretty sure he made the Pro Bowl. So, big season there from Fred. And extra point is good. No good! Bricks the extra points. All right, so it's a 5-point game for whatever that's worth. Baxter here. That's worth a lot, by the way. People score count too early, I think. All right, Baxter's been slowed down a little bit here. Not quite as dominating as he is in the first half, but it's still obviously a good return. Leo's going to take it himself again. That's been their bet. Oh, coughs it out. I mean, this offensive performance is, quite frankly, one of the worst I've ever seen. I really want to see these numbers. Now, maybe they'll pick it up. I mean, they'll start to get a little better, but man, oh man. I wish I was paying a little closer attention to some numbers. I usually don't track any kind of stats during the game, but I really think they've got about 40 yards of offense, 50 yards of offense total. Tony the Tiger. Interception! Ground chuck! Wow, I don't really remember seeing D. Lyman pick balls off much recently, but I've seen it twice now in the last week or so. Mr. Snap. Rice Krispies. With all these sacks, I wonder if they have negative yards. Do they count negative yards? They might have negative total yards here, if you count the sacks against them. He does have somebody open across the middle. Let's see if he can actually get the ball there. Shredder. It looks like he's going to pick up the first hit. No. Stopped cold. 3rd and 2. Hand off to Pandacon. Oh, he busts it. That might be their first down of the game. There's probably a catch or something I'm forgetting about, but that might be their first down of the game. Ooh, throws it again into enemy territory. That one could have been another interception. They're lucky it wasn't, quite frankly. And Leo. Oof, man, that defender was fast. They're really moving the ball for the first time, and but man, another called play. Another interception. Is that Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? I couldn't see who that. I think that was the Cuckoo bird there. Man, oh man, Leo just... The Crook! Stealing a victory from the TMNT. Brings it down to the 11. 1st and 10. Looking around. Ooh, incomplete. Knocked down by a Turtle defender. Very nice. So it's 26-21. Still a great game here. Defender rushes in. Oh, but he gets it off. Touchdown! Tony the Tiger to Officer Crumb. Just at the nick of time. Turtles have enough time, of course, to get themselves back into this one, but they were up, what was it, 21, it was 21-10 at one point. Was it 21-3? It might have been 21-3 even. It was definitely 21-10 at one point before the the serial killers just started eating their Wheaties. Oh, we got somebody open down the bottom. Rocksteady, no, too long. Rocksteady. Rocksteady's probably my favorite Turtles character. At least favorite Turtle villain. There we go. Across the middle again to Shredder this time. 3rd and 1. Can they get a first down? Call play. No, they cannot. They're going to go for it. I'm always curious what the algorithm is where they decide to go for it here. This, I think, is the right call. Absolutely the wrong play to call. Leo, just shut the F down. And now it's 1st and 10. And, wow. I don't know I think he was down. We're going to check the replay. I think he caught that ball and his knees were down and he was touched by the defender before he got back up. That should be a down play at the 6. But regardless, I mean, what a turnaround in this game. I mean, I wish... I remember if it was 21-3, but either way, worst case scenario, they have 30 unanswered points. The serial killer is just putting a fucking beat down on this turtle squad, and Baxter doing what he does. This guy at the top. Nope, he does it again. Baxter Stockman when all hope was lost. Dr. Baxter brings them back to within probably 12, and the confidence on the serial killer sideline is kick is good. Those heads are starting to dip a little bit again. They know they've got to go out there and get some work done here. He did get the ball back, Mr. Wendell. Tiger to Wendell, catches it. First down. 1st and 10. Sam to the crook. Oof, defender gets there fast but gets shook. Crook's got some hit power. Not afraid to throw some guys around here. Tony. Oof, gets stuck. 3rd and 5. Need to stop. Need to stop. Who is going to step up on the Turtles' defense right here? Throws it out of bounds. Now, the field goal here is huge. This would turn it into a 15-point game, and with no 2-point conversions. I think he's got it. It looks good. It's through the pipe. It's a 15-point game. Kick it out of bounds. Kick it out of bounds. Baxter getting into a good spot here. Gets a chance to build up his speed a little bit. Gets that sideline. Gets it across the 50. Man, what's the most return yards in a game? That'd be an interesting record to see here. Leo's going to take it himself. He scored that 1 touchdown, but I think he might believe in his running abilities a little too much. He called his own number on that 4th down play that got shut down like a thwomp trying to get in your way on the Super Mario run. Leo doesn't have much here. He's got the dump down if he wants. He's going deep to Rocksteady. I apologize. He's going deep to B-Man from Honey Nut Cheerios. And I'm going to call it here, folks. All right, so very interesting game. Not quite as balanced or as exciting maybe as some of the other games we've had this bowl season, but very interesting with the return yardage from Baxter Stockman. And now with Levi's dominant performance in this game. You know, it just kind of makes me wonder, like, if you had to rank all the teams from this year. You know, you can always look at the record and score differential. But you got to factor other things in, like, you know, where they played by injuries and were they in a tougher division. So, like, who are the top 5 teams this year? I think our championship game, which is fun. I think our championship game does feature the 2 best teams. You know, I think I would put those teams as 1 and 2. And there's Baxter again doing his thing. Baxter Stockman again! Shaking people. No way. No! Oh, they catch him. But man, is he fun to watch. Baxter Stockman. Bring him back next year. Put him on the preseason MVP watch list. Another interception. My God. Holy smokes. This is looking like season 3 Leo or season 2 Leo, whatever it was. So I think that interception is not going to count as a stat now that he fumbled it. So whatever that interception number is on the final screen, add 1. So I think the top 2 teams, whoever wins on Wednesday, will be obviously the undisputed number 1 team. 43-28 close out of this game. All right, so Leo, 27 yards, and I'm pretty sure it's 5 interceptions. 18 completion percentage. I mean, that's the worst game I've ever seen. I'm sure somebody, and I'm not talking about, sometimes like you play the computer and you just know all their plays, like in a game like that, but in a game that was like an evenly matched up game, that's the worst game I've ever seen a quarterback play. The management of the Turtles has got to be thinking about putting Raphael there at quarterback, I think. I think that's the move you got to make next season. Raph, I think, is ready. The Shredder is the only one who caught passes today, it looks like. Insane. Great defensive performance. Keeps them under 100 yards. Total offense for TMNT, under 100 yards. Now keep in mind, They had so many return yards from Baxter Stockman that the statistic is not entirely fair because those don't count toward your offensive yards, and so you have less opportunities to have big offensive performances here. But man, oh man, under 100 yards total offense. Whew. Again, never remember seeing something like that. So, all right, well, forget that top 5 stuff. Maybe I'll do that in a post later this week or something on the page. But so congratulations to Levi. Congratulations to Philip for getting this far. Getting to the Final Four here is a major deal. And keep at it. And we're all looking forward. All eyes to Wednesday now. We've gotten through all the other stuff here. So all eyes on Wednesday when we have TWO Bowl 5. See you guys there.